Hi, I'm doing what I watched for November. I'm doing this because I want to, even though nobody watches. So, the first film I watched in November was Summer Stock. The chemistry between Judy Garland and Gene Kelly in this was amazing. They were good friends. Um, this was their third and final film together. He was supposed to do Easter Parade, but then he broke his leg and Fred Astaire took over, which is fine because I like him in that movie. But yes, um, and then I watched 5 Feet Apart, which I do have the physical copy of, but I don't want to get it. So I watched it. I bought it on Amazon Video. So I watch it on there, and I watched it a lot last month, and then I watched it. Yeah, this is only December 1st, but I watched it a lot in November because I started a new job, but it's not like the worst. I'm a housekeeper um, for at the residence in, and it's not bad. Like it's not bad at all, but I also like get tired, and so obviously because I'm cleaning rooms all day, so when I come home, I just want to like turn my brain off and watch something I know and just chill, and that's what 5 Feet Apart is for me, cause like I could take a movie off my shelf and put it on, but that takes effort. And I could look for other movies that I own, like Roman Holidays on Amazon. But 5 Feet Apart, for some reason, just like, even though like the subject matter of it isn't comforting and it's not the most like high quality of film, I just love it. I do. And then I watched Banana Split, which has Dylan Sprouse. My favorite part has Cole Sprouse. I didn't mean for to do that, honestly. I was just like, I watched Banana Split. Because I haven't seen it in a while, and I love that movie. I haven't seen it as much as I've seen 5 Feet Apart, but it's good. Okay, then National Velvet. I pre-ordered it, and then I got it last month, obviously. And I had it on DVD, and I used to watch it a lot when it was on all the time on DVD. This was such a another comfort movie, for me. And I love the family. It's just a good time. And then my ultimate comfort film I watched was Wizard of Oz, obviously. um, Nerve, another. This is a film I've seen 2 billion times or more. It is just one of those that I like. 5 Feet Apart, I just put on because I know it, and I don't need to think about anything because if I'm like in a stressful place in life, I'm just like, oh, I'll watch Nerve, I'll watch Wizard of Oz, anything that I can just shut my brain off and not have to think. Norway Bride. This is. I haven't watched it since I got it on Blu-ray. I don't know why, but it is one of my all-time favorite romantic comedies. Um, and then I watch Paper Moon, which I don't watch that often, but every so often I get into a mood and I need to watch it. Um, Such a fun movie. Watch it if you haven't. Then I watched Heart and Souls for the first time in a while. I saw it, gave me the feelings, and made me cry, so I bought it to rewatch it, and I just rewatched it this last month. And it's still good. I highly recommend it. It is such a good, heartfelt film. Um, and then I watched My Fair Lady with my mom and stepdad. Not this edition. We watched it on, I believe, Amazon. But look, I love this Blu-ray release of it. It is gorgeous. So I don't even have the back of it. But this is my favorite Audrey film of all time. I've seen it in the theaters twice. They put it back. I'm gonna watch it again for a third time. It is just one of those films that it makes me laugh. And my favorite scene in the whole film is the horse race scene where she's talking about how her aunt was killed for a hat pin. It's just, and then she's saying it in the most like posh voice ever, and that just makes it so much funnier. Just her voice. Gold Diggers. Um, yes, Gold Digger: The Secret of Bear Mountain. This I hadn't seen in years, and it was a nostalgic watch. I had completely forgot like so big plot point in this movie. Like it's a pretty dramatic situation that Anna Clumsy's character is in, and I completely forgot it. I completely forgot that part of the movie, her story. Um, but yes, it's fun. It also has Ashton Moore. He had a little part in it. And she was in On Men, if you didn't know that, with Christina Ricci. Christina and Ashley were good friends. Ashley died, forget when exactly, but she passed away a few years ago. So, and that's sad. But I just, I was watching it. I was like, oh my god, it was Christina. No, I hadn't seen this in years. I just completely forgot that. Milo and Otis, one of the cutest movies ever made. And then I watched Casablanca. I used to watch this all the time, and it's weird. Like, there are movies that I love, and I would watch so much. Like, this Casablanca was one of my most watched films of all time. For a while, like I would watch it like probably once a month or more than once a month sometimes, and then I hadn't watched it in like a couple years, so I rewatched it last month, and I love this movie. I need to watch it, get back into like watching it more because it's one of my all-time favorite films. So. And then I watched Laguna Beach season 1. I'm planning on watching season 2 today. Season 2 is not. I enjoy it because I love Kristen and the drama, I guess. But I don't like Jason. Jason stresses me out, and I know that a lot of it's scripted and whatever, but Jason was Jason. Like he wasn't. They did not have to. They weren't exaggerating him. Like he was a jerk, and he was not a good person at that time. And with this, at least, like Steven, I'm a huge fan of Steven, but he was not like at Jason's level of issues. So he was just a stupid teenage boy. Like that's what he was. And I know that from what he said, I guess, that there's a lot of stuff he didn't want to do. Steven didn't want to do. Because he was friends with Lauren and he was dating Kristen, and there were things that they had Steven do for the drama that he didn't want to do. They wanted him to cause drama between Kristen and Lauren because that was the whole plot of this show, was that Kristen and Lauren didn't like each other. So they wanted him to kind of get on a lot of the time, and he didn't really feel comfortable doing that. So I can give him a pass because I'm like, it was reality TV. They needed him to do stuff to have the drama, because without the drama, there's no show. So Steven, he's not my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Steven. I even never thought he was cute. Like I never thought he had a good personality. Like he was never somebody that I would think to fight over, even as a teenager. Like, but I love Trey. Trey, my favorite. I love Dieter. So, yeah. But again, season two, I just find the way that Jason treated Jessica is just to be too upsetting. And then with Lauren, like I find him to be a very upsetting person, and I don't like. I watched season one because I find it comforting because again, it's like very low stakes, a lot of traumas in it. Um, Except for like the stupid high school stuff. Um, but I can deal with that. Like that's fine. But I can't deal with Jason and his way that he treated Jessica. I know Jessica was a mess as well. Get it, but he just treated her like garbage. And people who watch this show, I don't think they realize how hard it is to be a teenage girl. And they're like, "What? Well, he treated her badly. She should have left him." Blah 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 blah. But you have to kind of put yourself in the mind of a young girl who doesn't have confidence in herself. Um, and she said they were like best friends for they started dating, so that's that too. And I kind of she didn't have a lot of self esteem. She didn't like herself, so he preyed on that. And it's hard again. It's hard for me to watch it. I do watch it, and I'm planning. Like I said, I'm planning on watching it after I do this video, just because I want to. I need to watch it because I watched season one and then watch season two. Because I love this show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Season one obviously is my favorite. But I watch reality TV to have fun. Not to be like, this guy was, he was trash. He was trash. Luckily, he's gone to therapy. He's been working on himself. He was sober and then he relapsed, I think, last year or this year. I don't know. But he's back on. He's back. He's still trying. And I give him so much credit for his growth and how he changed and how he's not a trash human anymore. And I can give him all those props and give him all the respect that he deserves, because he did truly he's trying to change and trying to grow and not be the jerk person he used to be. So that's good. But anyway, season one is my favorite season. Again, it's comforting to me. Like, it's on Paramount Plus. That's why I didn't watch it on my DVDs. I watched it on Paramount Plus. So if you want to watch Laguna Beach, it's on Paramount Plus if you don't have the DVDs. So I would also have to say I loved Trey's parents' house. They still have it. His parents' house is the coolest house ever. Lauren's parents' house, I always thought was very dull looking. Like, it looked boring. Like, they had a nice pool, but it was all like brown, and like there was like no color, not even in the furniture. Like, it was boring. Like, I hated her house. The inside of her house I thought was so ugly. But I loved Trey's parents' house, and I love Kristen's dad. Dennis. We stand Dennis Cavallari in this house. Her brother Michael was in like 2 episodes. And if you didn't know, her brother died a few years ago. So I hope that she watches sometimes and just like, oh, he's here in this. So yeah. I think I could talk about Laguna Beach all day. My cousin used to watch it when we were younger, so that's another reason I love it so much. But yeah, you've seen it and you want to watch it on Paramount Plus. They also have season 3, which I haven't seen. I have actually seen like once, but It's not good. It's just not. um, the thing with Laguna Beach is that Kristen and Lauren don't like each other, but they didn't like try to damage each other's reputation in the process of not liking each other. I feel like season 3, it was just like they don't say like why they don't like the people who are not supposed to like each other don't like each other. Maybe I only watch it because I don't really think they gave a motive behind it. So, but this there was a motive behind Kristen and Laura not getting along because they both liked Steven. Um, I don't. Okay. And then I watched Shall We on Thanksgiving Thanksgiving. And then I watched We're Back on Thanksgiving because it's Thanksgiving film. And then I watched No Reservations on Thanksgiving because it had a lot of food and cooking, and I love that movie. And then I watched Miracle on 34th Street with my mom and stepdad, also on Thanksgiving. This movie starts off with the Thanksgiving Day parade, and then it ends with Christmas. So, yes. And then I watched Little Woman. I don't know when. It was at Thanksgiving. I know that. But I watched Little Woman. This is the best version, my favorite version of the movie. Little Mermaid, which is another comfort watch and my favorite Disney movie of all time. And then Monday, yeah. I stayed home from work because I was going through it, and I watched a Very Brady Christmas. It's on Hulu. You recommend it if you've seen Brady Bunch. They had to replace Susan Olsen. This isn't her. This is a different actress playing Cindy. Because I don't know what she was doing. I think Susan Olsen was like busy doing something. I don't know what she was doing. But I love this movie. The thing though is that Alice comes and says Sam cheated on her, which kind of dark, I think, for Brady Bunch. And then he comes and apologizes, and that's the end of it. And I'm like, great message, Brady Bunch. Like, he can cheat on you, and then realize, you know what? I don't want to do that anymore, and then come back. Okay, Brady Bunch. And the other thing is that Jan and her husband are wanting a divorce, and then of course it's the Brady Bunch, so they make up. And they don't get divorced. Because I was like, I'm like, obviously you can't get divorce is not allowed in the Brady Bunch world. But I love it though. I do. I watch it every single year, and it's again I recommend it. And then I watched Finding Nemo last night on Disney Plus. So yes, that is everything that I watched in November. December will be Christmas movies all month. Although I did just finish All the Bright Places on Netflix, and that is not a Christmas movie, but I wanted to watch it. And it was good. I thought it was really good. So that is everything I watched. Goodbye.